Honoring God in the workplace is a journey that weaves faith into the fabric of our daily professional lives. It's not confined to overt religious acts or public declarations, but rather, it's a quiet strength, a consistent demonstration of values, integrity, and love in everything we do. From the moment we step into our work environment, whether it's a bustling office, a quiet classroom, a busy construction site, or a virtual meeting space, we are presented with countless opportunities to reflect God's character. But how do we do this in practical, powerful ways? Let's explore how we can learn to honor God in our workplaces, transforming not just our own experience, but also impacting those around us. First, honoring God at work begins with our attitude. Work is not simply a means to a paycheck or a way to pass the time. It is a calling. The Bible reminds us, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters. This perspective changes everything. When we approach our tasks, no matter how big or small, with diligence and excellence, we are offering our work as an act of worship. This means showing up on time, being prepared, and giving our best effort even when no one is watching. It means resisting the temptation to cut corners or do the bare minimum. Instead, we strive for excellence, knowing that our true audience is God. Integrity is another cornerstone of honoring God in the workplace. Integrity means doing the right thing, even when it's difficult or when no one else is looking. It's about being honest in our communications, transparent in our dealings, and trustworthy in our commitments. When faced with ethical dilemmas, whether it's the pressure to fudge numbers, gossip about a coworker, or take credit for someone else's work, we choose the path of righteousness. This unwavering commitment to truth sets us apart and builds a reputation that honors God. Respect for others is a powerful way to reflect God's love at work. Every person we encounter is made in the image of God, deserving of dignity and kindness. This means treating colleagues, subordinates, superiors, and even clients or customers with respect and empathy. It's easy to be courteous to those who are friendly or helpful, but honoring God calls us to go further. We extend grace to those who are difficult, patience to those who frustrate us, and forgiveness to those who wrong us. Our words should build others up, not tear them down. We avoid gossip and negative talk, choosing instead to encourage and support. Prayer is a vital practice for honoring God in the workplace. While we may not always be able to pray openly, we can cultivate a spirit of prayer throughout our day. Before a challenging meeting, we can silently ask God for wisdom and peace. When a coworker is struggling, we can pray for them, and if appropriate, offer to pray with them. Prayer keeps us connected to God's guidance and helps us respond to challenges with grace and discernment. Serving others is at the heart of honoring God. Jesus modeled servant leadership, washing his disciples' feet and putting others' needs before his own. In the workplace, we can follow his example by looking for ways to serve our colleagues. This might mean helping a coworker meet a deadline, mentoring a new employee, or simply offering a listening ear. When we serve without seeking recognition or reward, we reflect the heart of Christ. Excellence in our work is another way to honor God. This doesn't mean perfection, but rather giving our best effort and continually striving to improve. Excellence is marked by attention to detail, a willingness to learn, and a commitment to growth. When we pursue excellence, we demonstrate that we value the gifts and opportunities God has given us. Honoring God also means being a positive influence in our workplace culture. Every workplace has its own culture, a set of unwritten rules and behaviors that shape the environment. As followers of Christ, we are called to be salt and light, bringing out the best in those around us. We can influence the culture by modeling integrity, kindness, and humility. We can stand up for what is right, even when it's unpopular, and challenge negativity or unethical practices. Our presence should make the workplace better for everyone. Work-life balance is an important aspect of honoring God. While it's important to work hard, we must also recognize the value of rest and relationships. Overworking can lead to burnout, strained relationships, and diminished effectiveness. By setting healthy boundaries, taking time to rest, and prioritizing our families and spiritual lives, we honor God's design for our well-being. Sharing our faith at work can be a delicate matter, but it is an important part of honoring God. This doesn't mean forcing our beliefs on others or engaging in debates, but rather being open about our faith when opportunities arise. When someone asks about our values or motivations, we can share how our relationship with God shapes our actions. We can invite colleagues to church events or faith-based activities, or simply let them know we are available to talk or pray. Our goal is not to convert, but to be a witness, letting our lives speak for themselves. Handling conflict in a godly manner is another powerful way to honor God. Conflict is inevitable in any workplace, but how we respond makes all the difference. Instead of reacting with anger or defensiveness, we seek to understand the other person's perspective, communicate honestly, and work toward reconciliation. We are quick to apologize when we are wrong and quick to forgive when others wrong us. By handling conflict with grace, we demonstrate the love and forgiveness we have received. Generosity is a hallmark of a God-honoring life. In the workplace, this can take many forms, sharing our time, resources, or expertise with others. We can be generous with our praise, recognizing the contributions of our colleagues. We can support charitable initiatives or volunteer for causes that align with our values. Generosity reflects God's heart and inspires others to do the same. Being a lifelong learner honors God by acknowledging that we don't have all the answers and that we are always growing. This means seeking feedback, pursuing professional development, and being open to new ideas. When we approach our work with humility and a desire to learn, we honor the gifts and opportunities God has given us. Stewardship is another important principle. We are called to be good stewards of the resources entrusted to us, our time, talents, and finances. This means managing our workload effectively, using company resources wisely, and making decisions that benefit the organization and its people. Good stewardship honors God and builds trust with our employers and colleagues. Courage is sometimes required to honor God at work. There may be times when standing up for what is right comes at a cost, whether it's risking popularity, facing criticism, or even jeopardizing our position. In these moments, we draw strength from God, trusting that He will honor our faithfulness. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to do what is right in spite of it. Gratitude is a powerful way to honor God. When we approach our work with a thankful heart, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have been given. We recognize that every opportunity, every challenge, and every success is a gift from God. Gratitude fosters contentment, resilience, and joy, and it inspires those around us. Accountability is essential for honoring God. We all need people who will challenge us, encourage us, and hold us accountable. This might mean finding a mentor, joining a small group, or simply building relationships with trusted colleagues. Accountability helps us stay on track and grow in our faith and character. Honoring God in the workplace is not about perfection, but about progress. It's about making daily choices that reflect our faith and values. It's about being intentional, looking for ways to serve, encourage, and uplift those around us. It's about being a light in the darkness, a source of hope and inspiration. As we seek to honor God at work, we can draw strength from His promises. He is with us in every meeting, every challenge, and every success. He gives us wisdom when we ask, strength when we are weak, and grace when we fall short. Our work matters to Him, and He delights in our efforts to honor Him. Let's take a closer look at some practical steps we can take each day to honor God in our workplaces. Start each day with prayer. Before you begin your work, take a few moments to pray. Ask God for wisdom, patience, and strength. Invite Him into your day and ask Him to guide your words and actions. Commit your work to Him and trust Him with the outcomes. Set clear intentions. At the beginning of each day or week, set specific goals for how you want to honor God at work. This might include being more patient with a difficult colleague, speaking up for what is right, or taking time to encourage someone who is struggling. Write these intentions down and review them regularly. Practice active listening. One of the most powerful ways to honor others, and God, is to truly listen. When someone is speaking, give them your full attention. Put away distractions, make eye contact, and listen with empathy. This simple act communicates respect and value. Speak life. Our words have the power to build up or tear down. Make it a habit to speak words of encouragement, affirmation, and hope. Avoid negative talk, gossip, or criticism. When you see something good, acknowledge it. When someone does a good job, let them know. Be dependable. Honoring God means being someone others can count on. Follow through on your commitments, meet deadlines, and be reliable. When you make a mistake, own up to it and make it right. Dependability builds trust and reflects God's faithfulness. Look for opportunities to serve. Each day, ask God to show you ways to serve others. This might mean helping a coworker with a project, covering for someone who is sick, or simply offering a kind word. Serving others doesn't have to be dramatic. It's often the small acts of kindness that make the biggest difference. Handle criticism with grace. No one likes to be criticized, but it's an inevitable part of work. When you receive feedback, listen with an open mind and a humble heart. Thank the person for their input and look for ways to grow. When you need to give feedback, do so with kindness and respect. Maintain healthy boundaries. Honoring God means taking care of yourself so you can serve others well. Set limits on your work hours, take breaks, and prioritize rest. Don't be afraid to say no when necessary. Healthy boundaries prevent burnout and help you give your best. Reflect on your day. At the end of each day, take a few moments to reflect. Ask yourself, how did I honor God today? Where did I fall short? What can I do differently tomorrow? Bring your successes and failures to God and ask Him to help you grow. Stay connected to community. Find ways to connect with other believers at work or in your community. Join a prayer group, attend a Bible study, or simply have lunch with a fellow Christian. Community provides support, encouragement, and accountability. Be a peacemaker. Workplaces can be breeding grounds for conflict, but we are called to be peacemakers. When tensions arise, seek to understand both sides and work toward resolution. Avoid taking sides or fueling division. Be quick to forgive and slow to anger. Celebrate others' successes. When a colleague achieves something great, celebrate with them. Don't let jealousy or competition take root. Rejoice with those who rejoice, and mourn with those who mourn. A spirit of celebration fosters unity and honors God. Practice gratitude. Each day, make a list of things you are thankful for at work. This might include supportive colleagues, meaningful projects, or simply the opportunity to work. Gratitude shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right, and it honors God. Pursue excellence. Continually look for ways to improve your skills and grow in your profession. Take advantage of training opportunities, seek feedback, and set goals for growth. Excellence honors God and inspires those around you. Be authentic. Honoring God doesn't mean pretending to have it all together. Be honest about your struggles and weaknesses. Authenticity builds trust and allows others to see God's grace at work in your life. Support others' growth. Look for ways to help your colleagues grow and succeed. Share your knowledge, offer encouragement, and celebrate their achievements. When we invest in others, we reflect God's love. Pray for your workplace. Make it a habit to pray for your organization, leaders, and colleagues. Ask God to bless your workplace, guide your leaders, and bring peace and prosperity. Prayer invites God's presence and power into your work environment. Be a light in the darkness. Sometimes, workplaces can be challenging or even toxic. In these situations, our witness is even more important. Stay true to your values, treat others with kindness, and trust God to use you for good. Trust God with the results. Ultimately, honoring God is about faithfulness, not outcomes. We may not always see immediate results, but we can trust that God is at work. Leave the results in His hands and focus on being faithful each day. As you seek to honor God in your workplace, remember that you are not alone. God is with you, empowering you to make a difference. Your work matters to Him, and He delights in your efforts to honor Him. Each day is a new opportunity to reflect His love, grace, and truth. By integrating these principles into your daily work life, you will not only honor God but also experience greater fulfillment, purpose, and joy. Your influence will extend beyond your immediate tasks, impacting your colleagues, your organization, and even your industry. Honoring God at work is a powerful way to live out your faith, and it has the potential to transform your workplace from the inside out. So as you go about your work today, remember, every email you send, every meeting you attend, every interaction you have is an opportunity to honor God. Approach your work with excellence, integrity, and love. Serve others with humility and grace. Be a light in the darkness, a source of hope and encouragement, and trust that as you honor God, He will use your work for His glory and your good. Let your workplace be more than just a place of employment. Let it be a mission field, a place where God's love, truth, and power are on display. As you honor Him in all you do, you will inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond what you can see. This is the power of honoring God in the workplace, a power that transforms lives, organizations, and communities, one day at a time.